There is one trophy in football that is different from all the others. Not the Champions League, not the Premier League, not any domestic cup. One trophy. Gold. 18 centimeters tall. And the most famous object in the history of sport. Right now, as you watch this, the FIFA World Cup 2026 is happening. 48 nations. 3 countries hosting. 104 matches. The biggest World Cup in history. And somewhere in that tournament is the moment that will define a generation. But this story does not start at a stadium. It starts in a back garden, with a kid who saw the World Cup trophy for the first time on a TV screen and decided right then and there that one day they were going to lift it. You are 7 years old. It is a Sunday night, way past your bedtime. Your dad fell asleep on the sofa watching the football. But you did not fall asleep. You could not, because something is happening on that screen that you cannot look away from. It is a World Cup final. Extra time. And the captain of the winning team, just as the final whistle blows, drops to his knees on the pitch, covers his face, and then he looks up, and they hand him the trophy, and he lifts it above his head, and the entire planet erupts. Lionel Messi did exactly that in 2022, at 35 years old, after 5 World Cups, after a lifetime of trying. He finally lifted it, and now, at 38, he is back, in 2026, to defend it. One last time. You point at that trophy, not at the player, not at the crowd, at the trophy, and you say, quietly, so you do not wake your dad. That is what I am going to do one day. You are 7 years old. You own no football boots. You have never played for a team. But in that moment, you have never been more certain of anything in your entire life. From that night on, everything changes. You find an old football in the shed, half flat. You pump it up with a bicycle pump that takes 20 minutes and barely works. You go to the garden. You kick it at the wall. It comes back. You kick it again. You do this every single day. Rain, wind, cold enough that your fingers go numb after 10 minutes. Your friends think you have gone strange. Your mom calls you in for dinner 3 times before you come. Every time the ball hits the wall, in your head, you are in a World Cup final. Every single time. You start learning everything, every team, every player, every World Cup ever played. You can tell anyone who will listen about the 1970 Brazil squad, the 1986 Maradona, the 2022 final in Qatar that went to penalties and broke the hearts of an entire country. This is not a hobby. This is a plan. You just do not know how to execute it yet. Trial day at the local youth club. You arrive and immediately feel like you have wandered into the wrong place. Every other kid looks the part. Matching kit, proper boots. One kid, and you are not making this up, has his name embroidered on his training bag. You are wearing your school trainers. Your kit is a plain blue t-shirt and shorts you borrowed from your older brother that are 2 sizes too big. You look like you wandered in from PE class, but then the whistle goes, and everything you have practiced against that wall, it is all in your feet. In the first small-sided game, you get the ball under pressure. 2 players close in. You do not panic. You body one off the ball, spin away from the other, and play a pass through a gap that nobody else on that pitch even saw. The coach stops writing, looks up, watches you. This is exactly how it started for Lamine Yamal, Spain's 18-year-old superstar, who is already at the 2026 World Cup and one of the most feared players on the planet. He was spotted at a youth trial. A kid. Just like you. Nobody knew his name yet. After the trial, the coach pulls you aside. He says 5 words. 5. You are in the squad. That is all. 5 words. And the rest of the world completely disappears. Your dad, who promised to be calm, is not calm. He hugs the coach so hard, the coach looks slightly alarmed. Your mom is already crying. You promised yourself you would be cool. You cry too. Of course you do. Now, this is the part of the story that nobody posts. Nobody makes a highlight reel of this part. Tuesday nights in November. Dark at 5 o'clock. Homework unfinished. Legs that ache from PE. And training in 45 minutes. Every single time, there is a version of you that wants to stay home. And every single time, you go anyway. Because you remember that trophy, that moment, the captain, the confetti, the noise, and you pull your boots on and you go. You get dropped from the starting lineup, no explanation. You sit on the bench for an entire match. You touch the ball once, a throw-in. You go home in silence. You sit in your room, and real doubt creeps in for the first time. What if I am not actually good enough? What if the trial was a fluke? Cristiano Ronaldo, who is playing his final ever World Cup right now in 2026 at 41 years old, was told as a teenager he was not good enough, that his heart condition meant he would never play professionally. He went anyway, every single day. And then you look out the window, that same wall, that same ball, and you think, this was mine before any of it, before the squad, before the coach, before the bench. This dream was mine first, and I am not letting doubt take it. You make one decision, not today, I am not quitting today, and then tomorrow comes, and you say the same thing, and the day after. That is the real secret, not talent, not perfect technique, just not today. Over and over, for years. 3 weeks later, Cup quarter-final. 1-1. 7 minutes left. The coach turns to you on the bench, points at the pitch. You are on. 23 minutes on the pitch. Not even a full game. But sometimes, that is all it takes. The ball comes to you wide right. Pressure from 2 sides. You drop the shoulder, one goes the wrong way. Suddenly, there is space. Your eyes find the goal. And in that split second, you do not think about being dropped. You do not think about the doubts. You do not think at all. Top corner. The net does not just move, it explodes. The goalkeeper does not get within a meter of it. And for one perfect, impossible second, the whole pitch goes completely silent. Kylian Mbappe scored a goal like that in a World Cup final at 19 years old. He is now 4 goals away from the all-time World Cup scoring record. He started exactly like you. A kid. A moment. A decision not to stop. Then noise. Everyone is on top of you before you even know what happened. Someone is screaming your name. The coach is doing something with his arms that should be physically impossible for a man his age. And you, under a pile of teammates, close your eyes. And everything in the world feels completely, perfectly right. Right now, as you watch this, the 2026 World Cup is happening. 48 countries, 104 matches. The final is on the 19th of July at MetLife Stadium in New York. And somewhere in that tournament, some player is having their moment. The moment everything they ever worked for finally pays off. Messi, at 38 years old, is out there right now trying to win it again. Ronaldo, 41 years old, is playing his last ever World Cup. And a teenager you have probably never heard of yet is about to have a moment that the world will not forget. They all started somewhere. They all had a garden wall. They all had doubt. They all had one moment where they decided, not today. This is where your story starts. Not at a World Cup. Not with a contract. In a back garden with a half-flat ball. And a dream you could not explain. Episode 2 is coming. Your first proper academy trial. Scouts in the stands. Stakes are real. And one decision changes everything. Before I go, I want to say something real to you. This channel is my dream, just like that trophy is yours. Every video I make, every story I tell, every episode I put out, I pour everything into it. And I cannot do this without you. I want you with me on this journey, every single step of it. So if this episode meant something to you, if it hit somewhere deep, please hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it means the world to a small channel like this. Subscribe so you never miss an episode, because this story is just getting started, and you do not want to miss what is coming next. If you know someone with a dream they have not chased yet, share this with them right now. They need to hear this. The World Cup only comes around every 4 years. Do not waste the moment. I will see you in episode 2.